7 ways to better connect with your kids. So often we, as humans in general, we will react to other people. And it's hard sometimes to convert from a reaction to empathy, to really deeply connecting to the needs of another person, rather than simply just taking their words and having a reaction. So these 7 ways are really to help us dive deeper into how to communicate on a level that we can actually really hear them and then they really feel heard themselves. So number 1 is actually having the ability to have them feel understood. And one way to do this is repeat back to them the language that they're using, their emphasis that they're using, and the words. That way, when they hear it back to them, not only are they reassured that you actually did hear them, but they also get to hear the words and the way they are saying it as well, which then kind of breaks their state a little bit. It helps them understand what they're actually saying. Number 2 is silence. When we pause and let the person think, it feels like they have a safe place. And when they have a safe place, they're going to tell you more. And as a parent, what is the one thing that we want more? To know what's going on in their head. If we start filling that silence with extra stuff, it deviates from what they're trying to tell. So just allow that space of silence to where they can collect their thoughts and get whatever it is they're trying to say out. Number 3 is wait to educate, wait to give advice. And this is such a hard thing to do, right? Because we know probably what needs to be done, at least from what we've heard. But if we jump in too fast, maybe they haven't told us the full thing. Maybe what they really need to tell us is the 3rd or 4th thing down their list, and the first 3 were just a test to make sure you were listening. Now, this isn't always conscious. This isn't something that they're, strategizing to do. But as humans, right, we want to feel understood and feel like we're actually getting somewhere before we tell somebody the really painful thing. So before we give advice, before we educate, make sure we have allowed them to really truly get everything they need out. The next one is don't reassure. Because if you're reassuring somebody, you're basically telling them their feelings aren't valid. And I know that sounds weird, but let's say they're saying, oh, the closet's scary because it's dark. If we say, oh, honey, there's nothing in the closet, what we're basically saying is your feelings don't matter because we know there's nothing in the closet. And to them at that age, and really to adults for that matter, it's taking their feelings and putting it in the garbage can. And that's not what they need right now. They're wanting that reassurance of their feelings are okay. And then we can reassure that it is truly safe after we've acknowledged their feelings, after we've kind of gotten them to a better place. The last 2 is make sure that they really express everything they need to. A lot of the times, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes you need to get through a couple iterations before you can actually get to the real need. And then, after you've gone through this process, at the very end of it, ask if you can share your feelings. Because that creates a deeper connection. If they can share and then you can share, at the end of it, you'll be in a much better place. I hope this helps. This is all part of the Nonviolent Communication. It's by Marshall Rosenberg. He's an incredible person. If you'd like my notes or to dive deeper into the topic, feel free to message me. I'd love to work with you, and otherwise, have a wonderful evening.